This time of year, there's not a whole lot to do with the horses because the fields are too wet to get in and plow, and the manure's hauled. So what do we do? Well, what I like to do is I like to hitch them to a wagon. We have a people hauling wagon here. We hitch them up, get them exercise, and enjoy the day. So let's get the horses in and let's go for a ride. To get the horses in, I use my clanker here. My clanker's broke. That's not a good sign. But I'll ring the bell and we'll see if they come in. I can hear them, but I don't see them. Keep our eyes open. Here they come. Now I see them. This is Yogi in the front. Yep, now watch what happens here. It usually happens. Yogi will decide to go in the barn first. He's not the boss. The boss is coming third. We'll wait on him. Here comes the boss. Now we'll see what happens. Yogi comes out. I know what you're thinking. Just ring the bell and I have these guys trained. They just come in. Well-trained horses. A little misleading. Here's what they want right here. This is Yogi's train. You see, he's waiting for me. All three horses get different amounts. They're just like people. Some require more food than others, and some just like to eat more than others. Duke is just a little sloppy when he eats. Even the cat likes to get fed. She actually reminds me of one of my old girlfriends. Sometimes the harness just slips right on, and other times it fights you. Now we make our way to the wagon. These guys are just now realizing we're going to hitch to a wagon today. Actually, I forgot to tell them. They usually hitch up pretty easily. We're going to hitch them and off we'll go. It's nice to ride this wagon with all my friends. We're going to head down the road that we live on and see if we can wave to the neighbors. My wife enjoys me doing this because it gets me out of the house. This is actually good exercise for them, and the way they act, I believe they enjoy it. I don't think they'd win the Kentucky Derby. I don't even think they'd come in second. Now we're heading back home. They always do it a little better going towards the barn. The wagon actually weighs up pretty good, and I think they do a pretty good job pulling it. We're going to take a drive to the back 40. In this case, it's the back 5. Shreve is just over the horizon to your left. I can remember several years back when we loaded up all the grandchildren, pulled out here to the middle of that pasture field, and watched the fireworks at Shreve. Of course, it was the 4th of July. It's February, and what a beautiful February day it is. A wagon ride is a good way to relax. It seems like everybody is so uptight today. I recently met a blacksmith. He seemed so uptight, and I said, well, what's wrong? And he says, well, I don't know if I have the shoes on the horse or the horse on the shoe. Then I met a woman, and she says, I can shoe horses. And I said, you can? And she said, yeah. I wait till a fly lands on a horse, and I say, shoo, shoo. She didn't seem so uptight.